am now moving over to introduce our next guest. That's right. I'm going to move over to introduce our next guest. I see that she is eagerly watching, and I am going to bring her on right now as we speak because she is ready. She is ready. And oh, I have to bring my. Are you there? I can see you. Okay. I'm not quite sure. Marianne. Okay. Bear with us with the technology. I can't see her. I can see her. I don't know why she's not. Oh boy. Okay. Bear with me. I saw her, and then for whatever reason, I think her. I am going to wait for her to come back on board. I'm going to wait for her to come back on board. Okay, while I'm waiting for Marianne to come back on board, come back on board, if you have a comment, please go on and leave your comments. Leave your comments for me. Let's see. What was she doing? Okay, excuse me. Oh boy. Uh, okay. Let's try it again. Okay, well, I think we got her now. I think we got her now. I was
Absolutely.
worried for a minute. I was like, what is going on? I know she's ready. I know she's ready, and I know she's been talking about this summer. So what just happened? I know she never disappoints. Let me tell you, Dr. Marrian Efua never disappoints me. She is one of the greatest supporter that I have for Women's Coaching Association, and not even for Women's Coaching Association. She's a great mentor. She's a sister. She's my sister from another mother. I can call her at any time. And she's always calling to check on me. Let me tell you, in this day and age, when you see somebody like that, you hold on to that because it doesn't come every time. Can I just say that? It doesn't come every time. Some of you know me that I don't have a lot of friends, but I keep the ones that I have. I don't have a lot of friends, but I make sure that I keep the ones that I have, because if somebody is willing to give you hard time, oh my God, at any given minute, did you guys hear me? At any given minute, and you really talk to that person heart to heart, right? It is not easy, especially when you are coming up, to have somebody who has made it, to have just let you in on what's going on with the industry. Let me tell you, I can continue to talk about this woman, but it still won't do justice because I don't think I can express what this woman means to me and what she has brought in my life. I don't think talking about it is not enough, because you guys know, some of you know, I don't talk a lot. Yeah, some people say I talk a lot, but anyway, that's beside the point. I think the point I'm making before I bring her on board, that really she's one of my greatest supporters. And I got to meet Marianne, I think when I joined her group, I think it was 2 years ago or so. It doesn't really matter. It seems like we've been friends forever. Have you ever met somebody and you guys just connected heart to heart, soul to soul, like I've known her all these years? She is that person, and she means so much to me. So without talking so much, because I can go on and on about this sister, I am going to bring her on, Dr. Marrian Efua. Dr. Marrian Efua is coming to us all the way from Arizona. That's right. And she's going to be talking about the power tools of mastery. She's going to be talking about the power tool of mastery. Listen, the next voice you hear will be that of Dr. Marrian Efua. Sister Efua, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes. Great day, great day. Mwah, Christy, you know how we do.
Take it
Loving
out.
you, missing you. I can't get to you anymore. We can't meet up halfway and, drive and meet up halfway and hang out and tear up a city or two and having fun. But here's what I'll say. I am honored and delighted to be here to serve because serving is what I do. And I love serving people, especially when it means that I'm going to share out from my wealthy place and my place what I have been honored and gifted with to remind you that you also have these same gifts, abilities, talents, know how, skills, and opportunities. I know. So let me just start by saying that to you. I am delighted. I'm delighted to be here. The Women's Coaching Association definitely is a place where you want to come into. It talks about coaching, but as coaches, as business owners, I think Zandra spoke about it that successful people have coaches have coaches, mentors have mentors. And I know I heard Kathy talking about the way we look, and I heard Miss Lawana telling me how to get right on the camera. And believe me when I tell you, I was like, let me just make sure I'm good right on this camera today because I don't want to not take heed and implement right away. So today we're going to be talking about, as Christy has already talked about, I'm going to be talking about TBD. TBD. Three power tools that are essential if you are going to raise the level of your personal mastery. Now, if you have not heard of me, I'll give you a brief summary of who I am. I am Dr. Marrian Sister Efua of Exponential Existence. We are a personal mastery and business development company. We support individuals in being able to repurpose, realign their thoughts, behaviors, and beliefs in such a way that they can leverage them to have rewarding, reciprocating relationships, that they're able to have financial assurances, as well as the opportunity for them to build the life of an exponential existence. That's what we do at our company. So today I'm going to share a little bit from our arsenal that's found within our personal mastery component of our company and share with you three power tools that are in our snack box, in our toolkit. And that is our time, our belief, and our discipline. Now, most of the time when you probably hear the word TBD, you're thinking to yourself, TBD, to be determined? Not anymore. Not when you're raising your vibration and your awareness and your commitment level to the goals and the opportunities that are surrounding you. If your goal is to be successful and increase your income, if your goal is to have a quality, rewarding, and reciprocating relationship, if your goal is to increase the awareness and activation of your spirituality, if your goal is to reshape and mold your physical body that you have accepted as yours, then you must have TBD. That means commit the time, adjust your beliefs, and make sure that you're disciplined in fulfilling that. So those are three tools. So up front, if you haven't written them down, write them down because I'm going to walk you through each of them and why they're so powerful in the advancement of you reaching your goals and having the prosperity in your life holistically that you desire. All right, so let's begin. The first one we're going to be talking about today is the idea of time. Now, I share with my family members because I don't call them a tribe, I call them my family members. And I think that's what Christy was alluding to, and that we are family, genuinely family, that I want my family members to do well just like me. And what I say is that your first greatest asset that you ever have, your best asset and your first asset and ally is YOU. And after you get the recognition and acceptance that you are your greatest asset and ally, you have your time. Because with your time, joining you in your ally, you're able to produce the results that you desire. You're able to monetize yourself and you're able to position yourself in such a way that benefits you and allows you to win. Because that's what it's about, ensuring that you're going to have a win. But that only comes about when you are committed to making sure that your TBD is in alignment. So today's conversation is going to dwell in that whole process of personal mastery training around those three tools. Again, time, your belief, and your discipline. Time, belief, and discipline. Your time. There's time is often seen as something that just kind of passes through, but it isn't. This time is something that I want you to get aware of because every individual, no matter how old they are, no matter where they live, no matter what type of street they're on, all have the same requirements. And that requirement is that they all have 24 hours in a day. They get the same. Bill Gates get the same 24 hours a day that Christy does, right? Lisa Nichols get the same 24 hours that I get. Damon Johns get the same 24 hours that you get. And Oprah has the same 24 hours that we all have. So what makes the difference? The difference is the way we use them. The difference is the way in which we use them, because that's what makes the difference. How are you using your 24 hours of the day? And so I want to spend a little time to get you to understand that when you control your time, you are controlling the frequency of results and the quality of that result, because time is your second greatest asset. Once you make a decision that you want to acquire something, that you want to gain and complete a goal, accomplish it, then you have to begin to include your second greatest asset, which is your time. Now, understand that there's time, there's real time, and there's relative time. Now, our relative time is based upon our experiences, right? What you have experienced before. You know, if I'm going to bake a cake, I need to set aside at least 30, 45 minutes to bake a cake. If I'm going to go for make a glass of water, then that requires less time. So based upon my experiences, your experiences, we're able to have a relative amount of time that we need to set aside to complete that particular task, goal, or take advantage of that opportunity. But when we also have this thing called clock time, which we all have agreed is 60 minutes, right? In 1 hour, 60 seconds in a minute, right? And then 24 hours in a day. We've all agreed to that. So there are some constraints, there are some limitations, but what you do within those incremental time moments I just spoke about is contingent upon how committed you are, what your beliefs are, and your discipline. You see, at the foundational level is where everybody is at. And then once you start taking your actual time and understanding that on a foundation level, that's where we all begin with the same equity amount of time and days and hours in a day and days in a month and months in a year. We all have the same. The difference becomes when we begin to prioritize with value how we're going to use that time. Once we prioritize with value, then we can begin to market that time in such a way. And marketing in this case, let me pause. Marketing in this instance is talking about how you're going to allow yourself to either work a job, run a business, be in volunteer service, support someone. That's how you're going to market it. People know how you're going to market it. You're marketing specifically on how it's going to benefit you based upon those values. And then you get connected to people to support you in that. So your time, no people, how many of y'all are shocked at this, right? And then after you get that time and you make the connections, then there's a level of loyalty that comes into that. All of that goes in how you maximize your time and your energy when you're dealing with people, because truly your life is a measurement of the time. So if you are not accountable, if you don't value your time, other people will see it as an extra resource and they'll begin to pull it. Type a 1 in the comments right now if you're listening. If anyone has ever disrupted your schedule and taken too much of your time into the wrong direction, just type a 1 if that's you. Because I want to know that you're still here with me and you have this understanding of how we experience time and how time truly is our second greatest asset. I know for myself that sometimes, like now, I put my phone on do not disturb because I don't want to get distracted by calls, text messages, reminders, because this time that I've allocated, I value. And because I value this time, I am marketing it out to you as a way to share these 3 power tools that are going to support you in maximizing your business, your career ascension, or your personal life. Are you still with me? Type a 1 if you're still with me. So now that you understand that we cannot afford to waste our time, we want to begin to understand that our time is so valuable that you have to create and reiterate to yourself over and over again that your time has value and that you are marketing out to these certain group of people. You cannot find yourself. I heard Christy talk about examples of people not having an objective or a point that they want to make sure is presented and accepted and visible to those they're sharing their talk with. For me, my objective is to make sure you walk away understanding that time Your belief and your discipline affects the level of success of your results and the frequency of your results. That's my objective, for you to better understand those three components, those three power tools. Right? So one of the ways you can, it segues right back into my next point, which is 3 ways you can spend your time. You spend your time either thinking, you're going to spend your time in action, or you're going to spend your time in conversations. Now, if those actions, thoughts, and conversations are not relevant to the goal, the objective that you have set for yourself, then you need to minimize those conversations, those actions, and reframe those thoughts or dismiss them, replace them. That's the mindset part. Zandra talked a bit about limiting beliefs, right? How we have to make sure we're getting ourselves in order and remembering that. See, this theme is going to continue because when you're on one accord, when you're focused and committed to sharing, this is what happens. So you don't want to waste your time. You want to spend time and you want to set up a focus that allows you to utilize your time in such a way so that your thoughts, conversations, and actions are focused and centered on the desired goals and intentions that you want to benefit from, what I call the dividends. The dividends of your time are based upon what you value, how you have conversations, actions, right? And thoughts that support your time commitment. My time commitment is to be here with you. In this time, I'm only going to focus on the thoughts. I'm going to focus on taking actions. I'm going to focus on having a conversation with you today that supports my goal and results, which is that you are enlightened a little bit more, or you're going to confirm or affirm what you already know. And it's going to boost you into a new level, which means it grows into our belief system. What do you really believe about the goals, the visions, the purpose, the ideas that are given to you? As you're thinking, as you're acting, does your belief match up with those thoughts, actions, and conversations? You could be having a conversation. I know I hear a lot of speakers say, your mouth is saying one thing and your tongue in your shoe is going another direction. That's a perfect example. Your belief. That means that person has the thought, has accepted the thought, but they have not accepted and created a belief around it to make it a reality. Your beliefs will create the framework for your reality. Your beliefs. What do you believe? Do you believe that what you have to offer, the parts that you're marketing out to the world, the valuable asset called you, do you really believe that that is something that people want? Do you really believe that you have the talents, the ability, the skills, and the know-how? And you can see the perspectives and the possibilities and share them out and articulate them. If you believe that, just put the letter yes, put the hashtag yes. Hashtag yes. If you believe that you have something that people are waiting for, if you believe that right now, everything that you're doing is for a purpose, a reason, and part of your desire to leave a contribution and a mark and a legacy of the same. If that's you, hashtag yes. Because your beliefs are often from the time we're born, from 0, now they say it's about the age of 5, we are just sucking in everything. And we are taught certain processes. And we're delivered through our religious community, through our ethnic communities, through our family sections, through our education, through society. It's being conformed to this idea and this belief to believe that possibly we're limited. That maybe that idea is going to work. Maybe it's not for right now, it's for when you retire. It's not for the whole world, it's just for this group. Those type of beliefs are known as paradigms that rest in your subconscious mind, which is the part where you store memories attached to an emotion that when you begin to see things and desire them, or you have a thought, it prevents the action from happening. If you remember what I told you, the 3 areas that you must manage your time, those 3 areas, type them in the chat. Your time, your belief, and your discipline. If that belief is preventing you from being able to maximize your time and market your time and prioritize and value your time in such a way that you can benefit with dividends over and over again, whether that's through relationship, whether that's through financial monetary presence, whether it's through a position or opportunity. If your belief is preventing you from doing that, then it's time for us to repurpose that belief. It's time for us to replace that current belief with the new beliefs. It's time for us to replace that belief with a more relevant current belief. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So your beliefs are creating this. So your beliefs have to be in alignment with what you say you are marketing as time. I haven't even talked about products. I'm just talking about you, because without you having full control of your belief system, understanding the value and the implementation process of time, then you're going to be limited in your opportunities. And we don't accept limitations, right? We are always expanding, always evolving, and always expanding. Absolutely, positively, so it is. Which brings us to our third position, which is discipline. Discipline, for oftentimes, some of y'all might have said, oh, discipline, you mean like correction? Yes, discipline is a form of correction. But most importantly, discipline is about creating habits and a system by which you function on a regular basis to get the results. Ah, I know, right? Hashtag discipline. Hashtag discipline. The word discipline, write it down. Discipline is about you tapping into a system of habits, a system of processes that allow you to support your belief and the way in which you value and market your time to get those dividends, right? Dividends can be monetary, they can be in relationship, they can be in position. I want to keep reminding you of that, because sometimes we get so caught up on money, 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 but it's not always about money. I can tell you right now, I have a lot of abundance, even sometimes when my money is not the level that I would like it to be. Because that abundance, those relationships, those connections, that belief that I have is constantly driving me into pathways and connections with other people. So the discipline, being willing to sit down and determine what are the systems or processes, habits that you must create that allows you to support those first two, the time and your belief. See, discipline. So one of the things I share in my family a lot of time, I'm going to share it right here again with you because you're all my family members, is that I want you to begin to control your morning and control your evening. It's about discipline. And then you're going to create a system that as you are serving other people, as you are supporting other people, as you are guiding other people, that you understand that because your time is so important and valuable, and your belief is that what you're doing is exponentially beyond anyone else's level of understanding, and you are committed to it, and you want your beliefs to be limitless and ever expanding, because what you're doing is that important, that valuable. There are too many people waiting for you to serve them. So you create a system that supports that. Even if you're a pale entrepreneur, meaning that you work a job while you're serving others in your business. Okay. So that means you're going to set up a system. So I invite people to do these 5 things in the morning and in the evening. You can alternate them, but these are the 5 things. And this is from my personal journal. And I've watched Success Principles from Jack Canfield. I've worked with him. We've been in environments together, and I support him and the things he talks about the success principles. We have the 7 principles of highly effective people. We talk about the one thing. We can talk about the 10X. We can talk about anything when it comes to personal mastery. All the successful people say the same thing. They start their day out by controlling their day. They start their day. It's not the alarm clock. It's not the meeting. It's not the emails. It's not the phone calls. It is them. Having time to have conversations with them. So you want to wake up at a time that allows you to have time for yourself, even if you have children, grandchildren, spouses, dogs, cats, horses, whatever. Wake up, even if it's just 15 minutes, maybe initially, and begin to take 2 minutes to have a moment of gratitude, 2 minutes to stretch your body, 2 minutes to drink some water, right? Take some time out to get quiet and hear what's there. And then write out your goals. And they're going to be the same goals. I have a goal to have a studio where I can hold dance lessons. I have a goal to coach 10,000 women, to remind them that their voice is unique and authentic, and they have a story to share with the world. You write those goals down every morning. And then you think about, what are the 3 things that I want to accomplish today? And you write that down. And then you start looking at then you open up your emails and say, okay, what is my calendar like for today? How many phone calls am I going to make today? How many emails will I send out? What will the email be about? Just put the framework of the outline down, the outline of the work, and then go about your day. So now you have prioritized and valued your time and how you're going to use it. And you understand you might want to schedule a nap in there. You may want to schedule going to the gym. You might want to schedule lunch. There's nothing wrong with that, because what you prioritize is what you value. What you list out is what you value. What you experience is what you are going to trust, real or not. So you want to start your schedule that way in the morning, and then you go into and see. But the first time you're scanning through emails, you're not responding. You're looking for things that you need to follow up on that are going to support what you said you're marketing yourself for. What you said you're going to use your time to do. What you're going to use your time to do, y'all. If you say you're a coach, why are you busy worrying about things that have nothing to do with you attracting coaching clients? If you say you're a motivator, why are you focusing on conversations, thoughts, and actions that are not related to being motivated? If you are a trainer, why are you focusing your thoughts on things that do not support you in becoming the highest level of quality training, the go-to expert that people are seeking out? Thoughts, actions, and conversations have to match the agreements you've made for your time. The discipline comes in. That's the discipline component. Managing your time, understanding your belief, and then you will benefit exponentially from the dividends that follow. TBD. Make a t-shirt. I'm working on it now. Make a sign for right now. Take a piece of paper. And if you understand, if this was beautiful and helpful for you, if it was helpful for you, hashtag TBD in the comments. Hashtag TBD. Time, belief, and discipline produces your dividends. It's going to produce your dividends. Your time is your second greatest asset. No, it's not about how pretty you look. It's not about how handsome you look, how dapper your suit is. It doesn't matter if you don't have the conversation, the thoughts, and the actions to match, then it's for naught. And it doesn't mean you won't get income. It doesn't mean you won't get positions. It doesn't mean you won't have connections. What it means is that they won't be rewarding and expanding and evolving and growing at the rate you would need them to be. Dividends come after the result of putting in some effort and some investment, and then it comes back. Absolutely, positively. Christy, thank you for having me here today. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for considering the opportunity to consider that you would share your valuable time with me and listen to me for this brief moment here at the summit. I invite all of you to join my mailing list, to stay in contact with me by heading over to exponentialexistence.com. If you want to have a no consultation talk with me, I'm going to invite you to come and be a part of our conversations. And you can go over to bit.ly/chat with me, WME, capital C for the word chat, uppercase WME. And I will thank you again for being here, Christy. We greatly appreciate you allowing me to serve you and be here in the community and the family again here at the Women's Coaching Association. I thank you so very much.
Oh my goodness. Did you just bring the house down or what? Thank you, Dr. Marrian Efua. You never disappoint. Listen, you are just one of the friends that I appreciate so much, so much. I thank you for that. So, but time, belief, and discipline equals dividend. Time, belief, and discipline equals dividend. How awesome. Thank you so much. And Anna says, um, thank you, Marianne. Awesome. That was awesome. Thank you, Anna. I mean, she's yeah. She's been on since we began this morning. She's coming to us all the way from, I want to say Israel. I'm not quite sure, but all the way
Oh,
from far away. So I appreciate you, Anna. Thank you so much for really joining us. I hope that you can be a part next time we do this, Anna. And her and I met online, and we've been connecting ever since. So thank you so much. So, Marianne, I hope, listen, everybody, listen. I know we have had technical difficulties today. We didn't start on time when we were supposed to, but one thing I really appreciate is when listeners, audience, participants really accommodate everything that is going on. And
mm,
that's what I see in today's participant. I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for really hanging on today, accommodating us with all the technology issues that we have. And if you want to, and I hope you do, that you go on over to all the nuggets that all our speakers done today have given us today, including their offers, and they have given information on how to contact them to take advantage of the offer. Please go on and don't let this be wasted. It's not going to last for a long time. They're giving this order just because of Women's Coaching Association Summit today. Rock Your Brilliance Summit. Rock Your Brilliance
absolutely.
Summit. Embracing change and transformation. Embracing change. And like Giselle so well put, really, sometimes embracing change and transformation has
Yes,
to be
yes, yes, yes.
transition paralysis, overcoming transition paralysis. So I thank everyone, and Marian has put her information there. Another announcement is that I want to remind you, I call it announcement, but I keep reminding you to go over to Women's Coaching Association. Go on over and join us today. We are a great community of women helping one another, collaborating, connecting to build our businesses. So go on over to Women's Coaching Association.com. It's women's with an S. That's right, women with an S. Women's Coaching Association.com, and click on the membership info, and you will find all the perks of becoming a member today. What we did today, which is Rock Your Brilliant Summit, is one of the things that we do, and we also have training. So go on over to Women's Coaching Association.com. And again, if you want a copy of my ebook, Top 10 Mistakes New Speakers Make and How You Can Avoid Them, that's right, especially if you are a new coach. Now, other speakers, you can get this as well. And listen, even if you get one or two things from there, it's free and it's worth it. So, again, go ahead and drop me an inbox if you would like a copy. Go on over and drop me an inbox. I get excited. If you would like a copy. And don't forget that if you are looking to enhance your speaking skill, to get tips on how to speak, to get tips on your signature talk, creating a
Mm,
compelling signature talk, that's what I help women do as well. I work with women to create a compelling signature talk that so that they can stand out, a signature talk that converts. And so go on over again to our Facebook link and type in Women's Speaker Circle. That's right,
mhm.
Women's Speaker Circle. And you can join us. And I would love to have you as long as that's what you're looking for. And I know as a business woman, you want to stand out and you want to speak your truth. Until next time, I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and we're going to do it again. Thanks, everybody. And bye for now. Thank you, Dr. Marian. Bye bye.
You're welcome.
Let's see. I want to see if there's last comment. There's no more last comment. So thanks all our listeners and our participants today. Anna, I really thank you for hanging on to. Anna is coming to us all the way from Europe.
Yeah, from Athens, Greece, she said. She said Athens.
Okay, that's right. That's right. From Athens,
Yeah.
Greece. Thank you, Anna.
Yeah.
I can't wait to work with her in the future. So she's really a loving soul. I got a chance to speak to her once, and I look forward to speaking with her again. And she'll probably be a part of this summer next time we do it. So definitely, I love you, my friend, my new friend Anna. Thank you. What she said, definitely like, okay, I'll make sure next time we do it, I will
Yeah.
invite you. Okay. So, and I think we're done. We are so done. We are so done. I'll find out why I cannot comment on my own. I have to use my cell phone to comment because
Mhm.
something I did. I'll figure out next time. But anyway, love you all, everybody. Thank you all. Bye. So I'll call you later, Marian.